Interesting article on Justin Verlander, guys, that just dropped a few hours ago in The Athletic. Ken Rosenthal did what looks to be a pretty exclusive interview, and it's the most details that Justin Verlander has given in a while. Verlander was in Italy talking with phone by Gabagool, Astros owner Jim Crane in the final hours before the start of that lockout. Crane had one last request as the two scrambled to complete Verlander's free agent contract before the lockout. Justin, Crane said, I would like some innings for that player option to kick in. Verlander had already agreed to the contract, but then they settled on the 130 innings, which, as we now know, a few weeks ago, Justin hit for that threshold for his player option. On whether or not he's going to explore free agency, Justin Verlander told Ken Rosenthal, quote, I haven't made that decision yet. Look, I have to finish out the season. I have to finish healthy. Obviously, if things continue to go the way they are, and knock on wood, everything goes the way I think everybody would hope, then I would probably opt out. I've pitched pretty damn well. Thoughts?
You saw the opt-out coming. The question is, what's Jim Crane's next offer? Will Jim Crane make that next offer? It would probably be a very expensive offer to match, because I'm guessing other teams are going to say, well, 2 years, let's give Verlander more than he just made with the Astros, which was what, like $30 million a year or so. Is it worth it to sign someone like Justin Verlander with the numbers he has this year to a contract that's, I don't know, maybe like 2 with a third-year player option where each season he's making $40 million? Quarterback money. I think a lot of teams could definitely sell themselves on that. And I wonder if this is the one exception that Jim Crane maybe would make. This is the guy who won you your first World Series. They weren't going to win that World Series without Justin Verlander.
Do you think some of it depends on the performances of Urquidy and Fromber and just how strong, and quite frankly, Lance McCullers Jr. and how strong they are in general?
No doubt about it. That's the thing you do have in your favor. And the real question is now, do you continue your process, which has seen you let guy we talked about moments ago, Carlos Correa, who has let George Springer, Garrett Cole, Dallas Keuchel, among others. You have let these guys walk. Is he the exception to your rule? The 39-year-old pitcher who happens to be pitching at an all-time level. He's made the comparison to Tom Brady before, and it's definitely different comparing a quarterback to a starting pitcher.
I made that comparison on air. I mean,
the way he's playing at age 39, I think it's a fair comparison. I mean, in terms of, like, if you were to keep him around or have him leave, how much does it hurt you? We have seen what the Patriots have become without Tom Brady. Would that be what happened to the Astros? Would that be the same fate as them? No, it definitely wouldn't. But it would take the most reliable pitcher out of their hands and potentially into the hands of a rival.
Right.
So I wonder, because Crane clearly had faith enough in Justin Verlander to give him a contract where he was coming off of Tommy John surgery, I wonder if Verlander is also the guy he would be willing to make an exception and say, like, to James Click, look, I know that we have a lot of young pitchers, but this guy, he's still pitching damn good. Let's ride him till the wheels fall off.